A Trump rally in Tucson, Arizona ended with some people experiencing mysterious injuries. Let's talk about it. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about some rally goers at Trump's Tucson, Arizona rally experiencing mysterious injuries, illnesses, weird symptoms after and during the event. Now, this is about 20 people, and they were sitting near the stage where Trump would come out. Now, as far as I know, Trump is okay. He's not experiencing any kind of symptoms, but some people who were right there have had similar things happen. Like a chemical burn, eyes burning, just weird things. Some have said this is Havana syndrome. I don't know anything about Havana syndrome, but that's what I'm hearing. What I do know is that some of the rally goers said, hey, something's wrong. Something's going on. Now, we have local news on the story, so I'm not just wearing a tinfoil hat. It's not a conspiracy. I'm not making things up. I got it right here in the news story. And of course, as always, I will link to the story in the box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Supporters of former President Donald Trump that were allowed to sit behind his stage at his Tucson rally last week tell the News 4 Tucson investigators they left with mysterious injuries to their eyes. News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter Course Nylander is live outside the Tucson Music Hall downtown. Course, what are we learning about their situation?
Yeah, well, Monica, this is where thousands of people came out to hear former President Donald Trump speak last week. There was a group of 48 people allowed to sit on stage behind Trump throughout the event. They were split into two groups on each side of the stage. One side seemed to walk away without any issues, but multiple people seated near each other on the other side tell me that they had to go to the emergency room after they left the event. Here tonight, for the first time, the Trump campaign is confirming that they're investigating this situation.
Now, here's what could have happened. Again, could have, I don't know what happened, but here's my opinion about what could have happened. If there was some kind of agent sprayed or some kind of beam, some kind of weapon used, it might have just hit that one side. Okay, just that one side of people, because again, he says people on one side had the problem, but on the other side, they didn't. So it might have just hit right there. Now, how they shot the weapon, how they sprayed the agent, I don't know. Was it a weapon? Was it an agent sprayed? I'm not sure. But just me hearing about this and seeing what's going on, that's what I think. That's just my opinion.
No taxes on Social Security benefits for our seniors.
More than 2,000 people filled up the Tucson Music Hall Thursday to hear Donald Trump's first speech in Tucson this campaign as Election Day nears. Some of his biggest supporters were allowed to sit behind him on stage. Supporters like Myra Rodriguez, a former director of Planned Parenthood with a notable shift to being pro-life. In 2016, she sat behind presidential candidate Hillary Clinton on stage at an event. Now she supports Donald Trump. She enjoyed the rally, but once she left, everything changed.
As soon as we left and I stepped outside, I started feeling like my eyes were burning.
At first, she thought it might be allergies. She lives near Phoenix. By the time she got home, it was so bad she decided to go to the emergency room.
The emergency room staff keeps saying, from the triage nurse to the PA, and are you sure you don't get spray anything? Your symptoms look like you were sprayed something.
The News 4 Tucson investigators spoke to her the morning after the rally, Friday last week. That morning, she was nearly blind.
I can't see anything. When I try to open my eyes, it's like a white cloud covered. It hurts. It hurts a lot to open my eyes. I have this cold cloth that I put on and I take off all the time. But this is horrible.
She says the doctors weren't able to determine what exactly caused it. Her initial thought of allergies went out the window when she heard from several others seated next to her at the rally that also ended up seeking medicine.
So you see them right here, over here. So this is an indoor thing. So if there was some kind of weapon or agent spray, the question is, how did they get it inside the building? Can we get a thorough review of who was there? Was it something that was placed there before they got there, like on their seats? What happened and how did it stay right there and it didn't go to Trump in the center of the stage or to anyone else inside the actual building? Because I thought it was an outdoor thing at first when I first heard the story, but this is indoor. So the question is, if there was an agent or something, how did it get inside and to just that part of the building?
Medical attention with the same symptoms.
Kept getting worse and worse. My eyes started watering a lot. My nose started running. Then I started feeling my face get really flushed, and then my neck felt like it was on fire. And it just progressed from there.
This Tucson woman, who doesn't want to be identified, was seated in the same area behind Trump with her brother. Both walked away with eye injuries and sought medical attention.
I was all focused on my eyes. I mean, my eyes were red like hell, you know what I mean? It's like, it just like unbearable. You just couldn't, I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle it.
Whatever caused it seems to be isolated to the group seated on stage right. Former Congressional District 6 candidate Kathleen Wynne was seated on the opposite side of the stage and says she and everyone she knows seated near her walked away without any issues.
We hope that there's no nefarious actors in this and that this is not a strategic hit for those that are supporting Donald Trump.
Myra reported her injuries to the Trump campaign and says she was told it was being investigated. Myra feels it's crucial for people to be made aware of what happened and what could have caused her injuries.
Obviously, what I would like is an investigation, right? That this does not get away with it.
Now, before we close up with this news story, do you guys think that there was something wrong with the actual venue? Because it could have been something else. It could have been something wrong with the ventilation. It could have been ventilation right above them. Something could have got in there. Something could be wrong with the building. It could be mold in there. I don't know. But something happened. It's not just nothing. It's not a coincidence. People on that particular side of the stage all had similar issues. It's not a coincidence. Well, I don't want to say all. I can't say everybody that's sitting right there had the same issues, but quite a few of them, compared to the other side where there's no reported cases of anything like that happening to them.
I want to be very clear. We do not know at this point if a person caused any of this or what exactly the cause could be. We can only speculate at this point, but that apparently is what the Trump campaign is trying to get to the bottom to at this point. Less than an hour ago, the Trump campaign senior advisor Danielle Alvarez sent us a statement reading, quote, "The Trump campaign has been collecting information. We remain committed to the countless patriots that attend our high-energy, high-impact rallies across the country." I did also speak with the United States Secret Service. They tell me they were not informed of any of this and only learned about it when I called them, but they said there was no known threat to President Trump during his event here in Tucson last week. We'll update you as we get more information on this situation. We're live from downtown Tucson tonight. Course Nylander.
So here's a question. Do you think that they didn't know about this? Secret Service, they didn't know about this? Now, if they didn't know about it, that, in my opinion, points to incompetence because people are at the rally complaining. Okay, they're going on social media talking about it. You guys aren't monitoring social media. You guys aren't looking for threats or anything like that. So how do you not know what's going on? If I know and he knows, why don't you know? Why is a TV reporter the first person to let you know what's happening? Even if the Trump campaign doesn't talk to Secret Service, which they probably do, they probably do talk to them. But even if they don't, you can't figure that out on your own. And where are they when it comes to the security of this actual rally? Are they not involved at all? I don't know. It just seems really weird. There's a lot of questions, and there's quite a few questions, but too few answers. How did they get hurt? Where did it come from? Who was all sitting right there? Is there anybody that was sitting right there that might be on the list? It might have a criminal record. What's going on? I like to get down to the bottom of it, and I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What do you think is happening? Do you think it's a weapon that was introduced, chemical agent, somebody might have been right there with something on their body that emanated to everybody else? I mean, you never know. They could have been in the house cooking meth and then go down to the rally and sit next to people and then they're hailing the fumes. I'm not quite sure how that works. I've never cooked or smoked meth before, but whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think there could be some nefarious activity. I mean, let's just put it together. We got a pattern. We have the first attempt on Trump's life in Pennsylvania, then again out there in West Palm Beach, and now we're in Tucson. They're talking about, oh, my eyes are burning, it's chemical burns and all kind of stuff. Something might be going on. And of course, there needs to be added security around Trump rallies. added security around Trump just in general when he's outside. I mean, not even at a rally, going out there and golfing. And in West Palm, you got this dude in the bushes with an AK-47 or whatever kind of gun he had. Okay, so there needs to be an added layer of security. I don't maybe fly a drone in the sky, bomb sniffing dogs that can sniff out chemicals, or something needs to happen, because there's clearly what's happening right now. As I close and put the bow on top, there is a warning. There's a warning. Hey, you are not 100% safe. There's an added level of danger because people are afraid that you're going to win again. So they can't defeat you. They can't get you into court. All the court action fell apart. They tried to delete you. That didn't work. God was on your side, intervened. Listen, the bullet was like coming like this, right here toward Trump's head. Trump goes like that, and the bullet just misses. Look, the bullet was right here, right? Like right to this side. He goes like that, and it misses. And it hits his ear. Imagine it hitting his ear, but it could have went right in his eye socket. That ain't nothing but God intervening. Okay, so they realize they can't do anything with this man, and they're getting desperate. That's just my humble opinion. Although I don't know the exact cause of this in Tucson, I think there could be something nefarious. And if it's not, hey, I can't tell. The pattern and the timing tells me differently. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that is all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.